Hello, and good morning, everybody. Coming at you from Dallas, Texas. This is the Adam Smasher Show. Just an average sports fan's perspective on Dallas sports on this Monday morning. In this segment, I just had a thought um, come across my head thinking about how the NFC Conference Championship and the AFC Conference Championship game ended up going yesterday. Um, and so now you got the Rams versus the Cincinnati Bengals playing in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles. And I wanted to talk about the Dallas Cowboys going into 2022 of what can the Cowboys do to help make Dak Prescott's situation better to set him up for success. So, what I have observed throughout his career, ever since he started in 2016, is that when Dak is at his best, and I'm going to assume that a lot of people will agree on this, is that when Dak is at his best, Dak is at his best when he has the running game working for him. Solid running game to open up the play action, to free up time for Dak Prescott to find the open receiver. And once he starts building confidence, the more confidence he builds, the more accurate he becomes with throwing the football. And it spells success and wins for the Dallas Cowboys. So the good thing is that because we have Dan Quinn returning as defensive coordinator, we can continue to build on that defense that made such a vast improvement from 2020 to 2021. Vast improvement from being dead last in the league to everything to about about above average defense. We were top defense in takeaways. I know I said in the previous video when talking about Dan Quinn coming back, we were top defense in takeaways, top defense in interceptions. So hopefully we can very much continue that trend. But what can we do on the offensive side of the ball to help Dak Prescott? The answer is we need to establish our run game again. For one thing, that starts with our offensive line. Offensive line pass block was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was serviceable enough to buy Dak Prescott enough time to buy him enough protection to try to make something happen. But when it came to the running game, especially in the later portion of the season, it was as if our whole scheme, our whole offensive line scheme for run blocking completely went out the door, and our run game along with it. Zeke Elliott did have a 1,000-yard rushing season, which, considering the knee injury that he was fighting through this whole year, which he has confirmed that he will be getting surgery in this offseason on that knee. And then with Tony Pollard and his injury problems later in the year with his foot, it basically came down to the fact that we could not, for the life of us, we could not run the football in the later half of the year. And I think a lot of it was credited to the Carolina Panthers game, where not only did Zeke bust up his ribs, landing on the brick hard end zone pylon, but when he also busted up his knee, um, and hit his knee pretty hard during that game. And Zeke was never the same running back from that point until until the end of the season. And during the San Francisco game, couldn't get anything done in the running game. Nothing whatsoever. So hopefully, hopefully with time, with healing, with surgery for Zeke Elliott's knee, he can come back in this 2022 season looking like the Zeke Elliott who was playing in the first 6 games. Because in the first 6 games, we had every bit of a running back duo of the likes of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in Cleveland. So, and our offense was benefiting so greatly for it. And Dak Prescott was benefiting tremendously uh, from having the run game. And this was at a time when our defense was still trying to um, just feel the ground beneath their feet. And once they finally did, our run game just went down and down and down and down and down. So for this offseason, I really want the Cowboys to take a hard look at the offensive line, at whatever players we need to rotate, whatever rotation we need to have to put the offensive line in the best position of success. I do strongly recommend that we need a new offensive line coach to help scheme better. Maybe Mark Colombo, have him come back as offensive line coach. Um, but other than that, it comes down to the simple fact: if you don't have the run game working for Dak Prescott, your offense is not going to perform the way it needs to perform. So that is it for this segment. If you're watching this video and you like what you see, please be sure to hit that like button, and please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you are a subscriber, please be sure to get that bell on to be notified for future videos upcoming. Without further ado, this is Adam Smasher signing off. See ya.